Imagine standing at the threshold of a new life, where the horizon is uncertain and your heart races with a mix of fear and excitement. Arriving in the Philippines with little more than a backpack, I embraced the unknown, fueled by a dream and an unwavering spirit. Friends and strangers had dubbed my decision as ludicrous, claiming I would succumb to homelessness and hunger within a week. Yet it was in this precarious state that I discovered my true strength and resilience, embarking on a transformative journey that would redefine my existence. The first night was a vivid blend of terror and vulnerability as I stepped into the bustling streets of Manila, overwhelmed by the vibrant chaos that surrounded me. I clutched a few coins, questioning my decision as I sat in a dimly lit airport, paralyzed by uncertainty. Thoughts of despair danced through my mind when a local security guard offered a friendly smile. Instead of mockery, he extended kindness, igniting a glimmer of hope with his words, "Don't worry, you'll be fine. Filipinos always find a way." His belief carried the weight of the collective warmth of the people I was yet to meet. That encounter opened doors I never knew existed. I was introduced to a network of generous souls whose kindnesses transformed my misfortune into opportunities. I slept in a hostel for the night, where the owner's hospitality thrived amidst my destitution. Each sunrise peeled back layers of fear as I foraged for work, learned to navigate unfamiliar streets, and connected with locals eager to share their culture. They taught me the art of bartering and the delicacies of street food, including sweet and savory treats that nourished both body and soul. Days melded into weeks as I reveled in the beauty of the islands and the rich tapestry of Filipino culture. The challenges I faced only fueled my motivation to thrive. I learned the invaluable lesson that resilience is a combination of grit and the kindness enveloped within a community. The bonds formed with the people around me transformed my perception. This was not just survival. It was a colorful tapestry of human experience, woven with love and understanding. My journey, though arduous, was marked by moments of laughter, joy, and unexpected friendships. I emerged not just as a survivor, but as a vibrant part of a world filled with possibilities. Waking up in an unfamiliar land with nothing to eat ignited a hunger that was not only physical, but also a thirst for survival. As I wandered the streets, the rich aroma of food wafted through the air, teasing my senses and heightening my desperation. The realization struck me like lightning. I had no money, but I had something valuable to offer. Remembering a poignant lesson about survival, I sought out a small eatery and proposed a barter, a chance to work in exchange for food. The owner's surprised smile reassured me. After 30 minutes of cleaning tables and sweeping floors, I eagerly anticipated my reward. The plate of rice and adobo before me was not just a meal, it was the embodiment of my effort and resilience. Every bite tasted like victory, fueling my determination to forge ahead, one meal at a time without relying on cash. Embracing my surroundings, I began to learn the nuances of living in this vibrant culture. Filipinos are incredibly social beings, cherishing the bonds of community and mutual assistance. Armed with language skills and a warm demeanor, I set out to connect with those around me. Some graciously invited me into their homes for shared meals that brimmed with laughter and stories. Others welcomed me into their lives with small jobs that kept me active and engaged. Although the jobs were modest, the relationships I fostered became invaluable. I found solace in the truth that connections carry a weight far heavier than mere coins when one finds themselves in dire straits. My journey led me to a quaint fishing village in Cebu, where the warmth of a local family replaced the cold isolation of being alone. They recognized my need and offered shelter from the world's harshness, sharing their humble resources without hesitation. In exchange, I labored alongside the father, repairing fishing nets, and joined the sons at dawn, casting lines into the shimmering ocean. Life was stripped to its basics, yet it felt authentic and fulfilling. My experiences reshaped my understanding of pride. Back home, success was measured by wealth and status, yet here, humility required me to embrace vulnerability. Accepting help and embracing small work opportunities became my lifeline, revealing that true survival lies in our ability to prioritize genuine connections over ego. With each passing day spent in this new reality, doors of opportunity quietly opened before me. A chance encounter with a seasoned expatriate changed everything. He enlightened me about a crucial survival tactic: giving before asking yields resilience. He offered me a position at a guest house, providing food and occasional pocket money in exchange for help. In that moment, the seeds of stability began to take root, marking a significant turn in my transformative journey. As I adapted, I discovered that survival wasn't simply about enduring hardship. It was about embracing the power of community, humility, and shared dignity. I cleaned rooms, painted walls, and carried bags for tourists. It wasn't glamorous, but it gave me dignity. I started learning Tagalog and Bisaya to connect better with locals. The more I spoke their language, the more doors opened for me. People trusted me more and even taught me skills like cooking local dishes, fixing boats, and riding a motorbike. These skills didn't just help me survive, they made me part of the community. Over time, I started to realize that moving to the Philippines with no money wasn't just about survival. It was about transformation. I went there thinking I would lose everything, but instead I gained something priceless. I learned how to trust life. I learned how to value people over possessions. And I learned that survival is not just about food and shelter. It's about the human spirit refusing to give up. Eventually, I saved enough from tutoring and working odd jobs to rent a small room. It was nothing fancy, just 4 walls and a fan. But to me, it felt like a palace because I earned it with my own sweat. Later, I even managed to save enough to buy a second-hand bicycle, which gave me freedom to move around and find more work. The journey also taught me that money is not the most important thing. Yes, you need it to survive. But what really keeps you alive are the people around you, the willingness to adapt and the courage to keep going when everything feels impossible. I moved to the Philippines with nothing. And I survived not because I was strong or smart, but because I was willing to learn from the people around me. In the end, I didn't just survive. I found a new version of myself, one that values kindness over wealth, one that sees beauty in simplicity, one that understands that even when you have nothing, you can still find everything. The Philippines gave me that lesson. The Philippines taught me that survival is possible when your heart is open, and that sometimes being broke can be the richest experience of your life.